So how are you doing over there? My name is Dan Tech. If this is your first time to be over here, welcome so much over here. We just deal with making money online and a lot of things and stuff over there. So in this series, I'm going to explain more about forex trading, and I'm very excited. So make sure that you just prepared with the pen and ready to learn, because we are just starting to learn more about forex trading. Everything that you just need to know about forex trading, this is the series to be watching. So all you can just do, make sure that you just subscribe down one over there, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I just upload this kind of videos, and also you can like this video so that you can just be recommended by YouTube algorithm. So we are just starting right after the intro. So how are you doing over there? So we are just going to start over here, and it is introduction. And by the way, you can just be asking yourself, what is forex trading? Forex trading ni nini? Forex trading also unaweza enda upate pale definition yake, ama upate watu wanaongea about FX trading. People are talking about foreign exchange. FX, what is that? Is just the conversion of one currency into one another. It's just that exchange of currency from one currency to another. That means you just have to have two currencies for you to have an exchange, right? And I'm going to talk about them better. You'll see. Okay, let me just remind you something else over here. So many years ago, there is something that was current out in the market, and it was known as barter trend. Those who were born like just 1990s over there, they just know about the barter trend, where a person with a sack of beans goes to the market, and then they just exchange with the person with maybe a sack of potatoes, something like that. So that was an exchange for goods and goods. But with advancement of technology and all these ones, money came as the means of exchange now, and that's why we are just exchanging currency from one currency to another. You see, those times you could exchange those goods, because if you I have beans, but I don't have the needs of beans, so I just go to the market and just look for the person who is in need of beans, and I need potatoes. You just give me those potatoes because I'm in need of potatoes. Same case with the currencies. You can just have your US dollars over there, but you want to come to another country like Nigeria, Kenya over there. So all you just have to do is just convert that money to the money of the current of the country you are just going to, and then you just proceed in something like that one. Because when you just go to the country, you just require the currency of that nation. I hope you just understand that one. So they just go to the practical part. It's like the currency is like just the euro versus the USD, which is the US dollars. So this forms the pair. So you can exchange between one and this one. Yeah, the other part is USD, which is United States dollar, and Japanese yen, which is JPY. So you can just exchange these two between two of them, and that is an exchange. So if you just pick this one, we just call it a pair. So you can just exchange these two, and then that will be a foreign exchange. Foreign exchange means from another country. That's simple. I hope you just understood there that way. So what are the requirements for you to just join forex trading? It's just very simple. You just need some internet connection, of course, and the other thing is that you just need to watch my videos so that you can just understand all these things. And make sure that, by the way, you just be watching. Just be patient the moment you just watch my videos, because it does not matter how long I will take, but what I just want to pass is the message, and is what I never heard from people, is what I want to explain everything over here. So the other thing is that you just need capital to start, but not now. You just come to understand that later. And phone and computer, if you just have phone is okay. If you have computer or laptop, that's okay. And the other thing you just need over here is some broker. A broker is just like the platform you just be using to trade and those platforms, there are many, but you just focus on one so that you can just understand that one the time we just come to the practical side. So what are the most important terms in trading? There are many of them, I think 100 of them, but we are just going to learn the basics of them, because later we just come to understand, because even just start explaining of them, maybe they will confuse you. But all we just have to do is just explain the basic ones that I just came to realize that you just have to understand them. The others you just learn for yourself, or maybe we come to explain them later, right? So over here I said we just have two pairs. We just have two pairs, and you can see we have euro and the GBP. So the euro stroke GBP form something we call a pair. So this is a pair. For you to trend, you just need a pair like that. So the first currency, we just call it base currency, and the other one we just call it counter currency. So this is the counter currency that you just see over here. So this is the base currency, there is the counter currency, or it's just known also like quote currency, just known as quote currency. So if you just see something like that one, it just means the same. So the other thing we just have to learn over here is this. You see this? And the moment you I have come to to explain that later. So how do we read these numbers over here? The time we just see something this written like that one, and I'm going to explain something with those who are currently in Kenya. I will come to explain that like this. So this means that USD, assume now we are trending with USD and Kenyan money, right? So $1. Currently, I came to realize that it's just 110.54. So $1 is equal to 110.54 Kenya shillings. So when we just come over here, this is a pair, and when we just have the dollar over here become the base, and this becomes the quote currency. So this means this. So when we just writing this one, we'll just write USD stroke KES, which is 110 Kenya shillings, of which base currency over here is always 1, right? Every time this base currency is equal to 1, which means $1 is equal to 110 Kenya shillings. You got that? Good. Now let's just come over here, which means €1 is equal to this. Now this, I'll come to understand this. We come to see what is this. So €1 is equal to 1.1037 GBP. Okay, so €1 is equal to 1.1037. So that is euro stroke GBP. So that is it. So the other thing, so when you just see something like that one, just understand it just like that. Is very, 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 very simple if you just understand that. So the other things we are going to write over here to understand over here is we are just now going to understand something called bind and ask price. Now we have come to realize that €1 is equal to 1.037. Now how do we make money in forex trading? It's just very easy. You just buy low and then you sell high. Of course, when you just buy, okay, €1 is equal to GBP. Okay, you just have €1 and then you just buy, you buy €1 at Kenya shillings 1.037. You have €1 and then you just buy 1.07. Assume you just place your bid. Bid means this is your price, your lowest price over here is 1.037, and then when it comes to selling, you sell it at, okay, you just wait the price to just go higher. These prices can be affected by a lot of things in different nations, like politics and all those things you see that can affect the economic to go down or higher, they can just be considered over here. The other thing is that we just follow the strategies, how the curves are moving, how those candlesticks are moving. We'll come to see that later, but all the basic things I'm telling over here is to buy low and sell high, which means that when this price is 1 point, you bought it at 1.1037, and when the price just rises to 1.1037, you can see it as rising. You can see something has increased over here and by 2, and when you just be starting to sell, you sell it at, so this was the bind price, so this was the bid price, and then you just sell it. This is the selling price and also known as ask price. Yeah, so you just, okay, now what is spread? We have come to understand bid and ask price, base currency and counter currency. So those are the terms that you just see over there. So what is the spread? Spread means it's just the distance between one and another. That is the spread, the distance between. So it's just the matters of minus. So you just minus 1.1039 and this value, and you get 2. The 2 is now the pips. This pips is what determines the price you just get. Now assume we just have, let me just delete this. Let me delete this rest. So assume now we just have 2 pip, and 1 pip represent $1. So we have 2 pips and $1, so which means we just make $2. So the money you just make from forex determines how many pips it has moved, right? So if it was to go loss, you just go loss of $2. So that is generally what we just have to know. So if you just have any question, you can just leave it in the comment below. I will just make sure that I just answer all those questions, but at least you now know what is spread, what is pips, what is ask price, what is the bid price, what is base currency, and what is the counter currency or quote currency. Yeah, so we'll just continue with the next video to understand now how we know this more, and also how to identify the broker and how to open the account. All those videos are just coming up next.